This is a quick walkthrough on how you can send a request payment link to your customers if they need to make a payment on an order. This is really handy if you have customers who just need to make a payment on a single order, or perhaps you might need to collect a deposit on an order that they've placed. So multiple uses for this feature. To be able to send that link, you're just going to pull up your order here in the operations portal and click this request payment button that's on the right side of the screen. When you do that, you're going to get a few options for configuring the email to the customer. Display pricing is going to display the line item pricing in the email, and that's defaulted to yes. Display payment link is also defaulted to yes to include that link in the email. The requested payment amount is going to populate with the order total, but you can actually adjust the amount here as needed. And then sort items by line or product group. If you use that for the configuration, you can update the order of those in the email as well. I'm going to go ahead and click configure here, and it's going to create my email for me. You can type in your customer or multiple customers' email addresses to send that link to them. And then you can see in the email here, we have the requested payment amount at the top with the amount that you're requesting from the customer. We'll have a review and pay button they can click in the email to open up the payment form where they enter their information. And then the email is going to contain that full order with all of its details. I'm going to go ahead and click send here to send that off to the customer. And one thing to point out here just with notifications for this is when I send that, I am actually going to be assigned to the order here too, so that I can get updates when that customer makes that payment. If I jump over to the form that the customer sees, this is what they will get when they click on that link in the email. At the top, they're going to enter their email address. We ask them to enter the payment amount, and this will need to match that requested amount, so just an extra measure of security to make sure they're paying that correct order and amount there. They're going to enter their card details along with their address, and then they'll just go ahead and click pay order on that. Once that goes through, they're going to get a confirmation on the screen here letting them know that the transaction has gone through. They'll also receive an email confirmation as well. So if I pull up some examples of that here, you can see here they're going to get this thanking them for their payment with the details. And that rep who requested the payment will also get a notification that it was made, along with anybody else in the company who receives the general payment made notifications. So if I click into one of those to preview, this is an example of what that could look like being sent internally to your employees. If I go back to the order in here and refresh my view, you'll also be able to see at the top this card icon is now green, letting me know that the order has been paid. And if I click over to the payments tab in the order here, you'll see a record of the web order payment actually attached directly to the order. And you do have an option in here as well if you need to make any refunds on this. You can click this refund icon. You can type in that amount and go ahead and click refund. And that is going to refund the card where that charge was made for that order. There are also other areas you can check the payment on this order. If I go back to the orders overview screen, there is a filter that you can add. If I scroll down here, there's this payment received date, and payment requested. These can be handy in helping you find orders. Maybe you've requested one, but you haven't received a payment yet. You can filter down on these and find which ones you have out there. So you can see, for instance, we have 4 orders here where they requested payment, but not all of them have received that payment on them. So that'll give you a good overview of what's out there, what's been paid, and what you can apply. And if you go to the AR AP section and accounts receivable, if you have access here, you can also filter down on transaction type to this web order payment, where that record will be stored here as well. So that's a quick walkthrough of the request payment link that you can send out to customers. If you have any questions, please let us know, and thank you so much for watching this video.